Hi there.
Hello, welcome and welcome back.
Yes.
This seems to be my catchphrase.
Yes. All right. We're just going to jump right in talking about this.
Yep.
We had a beautiful viewer contact us, send us her video, and a very generous donation, and we're so appreciative.
Very grateful for that. Thank you.
We have had a consultation with her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say her name or anything like that. And she feels like there's something going on in her apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we are now. We just opened space.
Yep. And I agree. There is something going on in her
I
apartment.
agree. Yes.
Uh-huh.
I actually, while opening space, I had to, well, I didn't have to. I chose to sort of seal it up. Anything, any earthies, any energies need to stay put. There is definitely the energies move through the apartment building.
Yes.
It's not just
Yes.
in her apartment, but it leaves behind an icky energy. So even if it's not there,
Yeah.
you still feel
The energy that
Yes.
it creates while it is there,
Yes.
even if it's just like meandering through.
Yes.
Yeah, it sticks around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you could feel, as soon as I sealed everything off, you could feel the panic.
Mm-hmm.
The panic. And the way it sort of showed itself to me and was like this big, it was just really a big mass, but like a spider, this big, huge ass spider,
Mm-hmm.
just like trying to find its way out, like just scurrying, like the opening was here, the opening was here, and just freaking out.
Mm-hmm. I saw it presented to me as spider, but mine was not like a big, it was like Hollywood gargantuan, humongous, right? Just like this
Yeah.
really huge.
Yes.
Yeah. And trying to get out.
Yeah.
It wanted to go out the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was trying to get
All right.
out the top.
Mine was, I think, it was a room that it either has nothing in it or close to nothing in it.
Okay.
And at least on the particular, I saw it on, the wall.
I get laundry room.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. There was nothing, like there was no table or nightstand or anything like that. It was just a plain wall.
Okay.
There was a window on it though, but they just scurrying, trying to find, it couldn't get out. So we'll see what that is. There was a definite feeling of wanting to make us scared. Wanting that feeling of, I'm here and I'm not going to show myself to you. I'm just going to be around. And now just energy can do that as well. If you get enough dense energy in there, that can be it as well. Does not mean that there's an earthy there.
True.
That was the feeling. Sort of like you just kind of want to go, like, wipe yourself off.
Yeah.
Or you kind of
like a creepy, sticky,
yes,
cobwebby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cobwebby. Perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
So we have not watched this video. We're gonna do that now. And yeah. And then we'll just do what we do. All right. So
okay.
Let's
see. Let's do. And
let's make sure the volume is off. Is that
what
you just
did?
Yep,
that's what I just did.
Okay. Okay, so that obviously is outside the... Oh, hey, buddy. Okay.
I'm a little bit dizzy right here in this kitchen.
Definitely need to fix some grids. What's that back there? Yeah. Okay. Definitely that's a room for us to check out.
Yes, I got like heartburn in that room.
All right. All right. Certainly a nice, tidy bathroom. Definitely not my bathroom. They're pretty, whatever those are. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, the energy in that closet is crazy.
Yeah. It could have been that back wall. Because there was that window there. There's not much on the...
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice little
Yeah, it is.
porch. All right. Okay.
All right.
So... So, when you said the laundry room, that was not where I saw something. However, when we went back in that laundry room, yes, ma'am.
That little extra room beyond the laundry room was ick.
Yes.
It was awful.
Yes.
Uh,
Do you... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
Do you... No, of course you know the movie. I'm about to ask you, do you know the movie My Neighbor Totoro? Of course you do.
Of course I do.
So if any of you have ever seen
That's a great
My
movie.
Neighbor, yes. Oh, such a fabulous movie. My Neighbor Totoro. They talk about dust bunnies. I think they call them dust bunnies.
I think they do.
At least that's what we call it. And they're just, or dust mites, dust something. There's some, I don't know. Anyway, so there's these little black things, there's little balls of dust everywhere, and they're running everywhere. Turn on the light, whoop, kind of like
gone.
Yes, kind of like roaches would do.
Oh, sure.
That's what I feel in that laundry, in that space.
In that,
yes,
that room.
Yes, and I don't
thing.
even feel them coming out into the kitchen a bit, onto the wall. Like over, I don't feel them in actually the right, like that the only wall that sort of matched what I saw was the one in the living room, but it's not it. Okay. That's not it. So I don't know what I was being shown. If it was even this apartment, maybe it was another,
could have been another apartment. It could have just been trying to confuse you.
That's true. They do that.
They do. They love to do that.
The bathroom felt pretty good.
I agree.
There was mostly that laundry room, the kitchen.
Her closet.
That
big, beautiful closet.
Yes, that was the other thing. Yes, the closet.
Yeah, that was made me dizzy.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah.
I was about to say, I think it's all one thing. And then it just like split up into different things.
Yep.
What?
Yes.
I'm not exactly sure what.
I do think there is an earthy who is not there now, who is not coming in because we've sealed it off, I do think there's an earthy that goes through the different apartments. This is sort of, I'm not even sure what these little things are and what they're doing there. They're balls of energy. There is some sort of consciousness to them, but they're not earthies. They're not, and I would never call them an entity, but there is some sort of consciousness to them.
What just came was an abandoned poltergeist-ish thing.
Yes. I'll buy that. That land.
And abandoned, I think they brought abandoned because it doesn't belong to the resident. It does not belong to the woman that sent us the video.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. And I don't think it belongs, whoever that was, like it doesn't feel like that person is in the building.
Mm-mm. They have either moved away, they have died.
Yes. Something happened. And it stayed, and that will attract more. That can attract, that can also bring depression, sadness, loneliness. So those are things that I want to certainly ask our viewer about. If she has suffered from any of that. Yes. And some of that is, some of that, I believe, some of that is possibly going to be there. What we know, what she said, is that she's been here not quite a year, right?
Less than a year.
Less than
7 months.
But moved across the country.
Yes.
So there was a big move.
Yes.
Moved away from, everything she knows for a job. So this could, I think, we clear this out. She's going to feel less lonely. She's going to feel more like there's a real feeling of she doesn't go out a lot, kind of, it's work and home, work and home, work and home. I don't know if she has much of a circle of friends.
Right.
And I think this just feeds that.
So I do remember just a real snippet while we were talking to her about what an adjustment it is.
Yes.
From where she lived to where she's living now.
It's like East Coast to West Coast.
A culture shock
difference.
Thing.
Yeah.
And you're right. I think this is feeding into her, I don't know, inability to really integrate into her new surroundings.
Yes. So this will be interesting to see.
Yeah.
We clear this out. We clear her energy.
And the doggy.
And the dog. Yes. Cute little dog.
Yes.
And see how you're always going to get some of that. I have moved. I have done big moves in my life, and it's rough. It is rough. So some of that is just going to be there, but this is on there.
I agree.
Like there's a feeling like she can't quite get out of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I agree.
All right. So where would you like to start? What would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I wanted to find out the earthy that's been visiting her.
Oh.
And he's not there.
He's not there.
He is not there. So, out of bounds, kind of.
Well, but he visits. I think you should ask about that. You go ahead and see what you can do about that.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and start doing what I need to do to clear, the grids, the perimeters, all the stuff that we do. I'm going to sort of box up all those things, and I'm going to call in help for that to see. So here's one thing that we talk about a lot, and people, we've talked about it a lot, and you guys probably, those of you who've been watching us, I'm sure get tired of, there goes Pam on her soapbox again. When you come across something that you don't know, that you haven't had much experience with, whatever it is, you always ask for guidance. You always get help. I don't just assume that I know something. My ego my ego got shut down a long time ago when it comes to this sort of thing. You get your ass kicked a few times when you think you know something and you don't, and you learn.
Yeah.
So years ago I learned. So I'm going to be asking what we can do with them, because what happens is if I were to, and it could be that I'll find out and I'll let you know. If I were to just go in and clear them out, well, they have to go somewhere. So they're just going to find another host.
Right.
They're just going to go somewhere else. That's not the way we do. We are not here to just help this person.
Right.
We are there to help any other energies, and we don't want to inflict pain on a neighbor. Or
right.
somebody else. That's just not,
right.
There's always a place for them to go. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. I'm going to start sort of clearing. I'm getting from the, there's the, look, you walked in, the kitchen was over here, that looked like a TV room, then there was another little sitting room over here with the door. That's where I'm going to start, is over in that little sitting room.
Okay.
So I'm going to start that. You're going to find out if you can find any more about that earthy.
And okay, what I'm already getting, there's a lot of activity in that apartment complex.
Okay.
In it, around it, the surrounding neighborhoods.
So is this then, were these little creature things created by the activity as opposed to a person that lived there? Or is there kind of the chicken or the egg, which one came first? I don't know. And sort of created.
Not sure, but I'll see if I can find out.
Because you heard it was left over, whatever word you used.
It was abandoned. It was abandoned. Yeah.
Yes. So, but that could also mean those things might have already been there. It affected that person. They attached to that person. When we say attached, our version of attached is when there's an emotional attachment.
Emotions. Yeah.
And then that person left and they were abandoned. They even felt abandoned. Yeah, that could be too. So there's many different ways to see this.
Yeah, there's many different ways. So I'm gonna step outside of the apartment and.
Okay. So I'm sorry that there's gonna be sort of dead air a little bit here.
No pun intended.
Oh, yes, none intended. No, I don't like there to be nothing going on in between us talking.
Right.
But sometimes we both have to sort of tune in right now. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll add a little music or something. I don't know. So I could go ahead to fill the space. I could just talk out loud, I suppose. See, the grids are pretty. They're pretty okay in that one area, but they really do sort of fall apart. So we're cleaning all those up, and I can't go beyond the apartment. I am not allowed. That is, I have not been asked. So only this area. And they have been, I'm wondering if what was there even before these apartments were there?
That's exactly what I am trying to tune into. I don't know.
Yeah. Feels like there was something. There could have been like what I'm getting is maybe an old homestead kind of thing. Like there was a few outbuildings like that, and then they sold the land, they took down all that stuff and then built.
Maybe. I was getting something like sawmill-ish.
Yeah, something was there with some there's like several buildings. There was some tragedy that happened there.
Yes, agreed.
It doesn't feel Native American. It feels, like you said, like a sawmill. Something like there was something there. Someone may have even lived on the property, like a caretaker, something. I would like to know what buildings were there prior, and they took them all down, then they added, because some of this stuff is older than the apartments, but not like a Native American. It doesn't
I
go
agree.
there.
I agree.
Like the earth is not yelling at me.
It feels like there was some type of disaster. There was maybe a fire or a flood, something that made whatever was there unusable.
Okay.
It was unlivable. And what's interesting is none of the earthies that I feel around this complex, they don't feel like they were of that tragedy. They didn't like live there, but whatever happened there, like
displaced,
was a magnet for them.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I see where you're going with that. What I was going to say is the people that worked there, that were there, something happened and they were displaced from there.
Yes, yes.
So there was either some sort of tragedy, or even the tragedy of it's closing down. We no longer need this particular,
that could be.
Whatever the output was, maybe it was lumber, maybe it was God only knows what, and it's just not necessary anymore. We don't need it. It's not profitable, closing it all down, and people were displaced. I feel so much sadness, and now what do I do? Now what's going to happen? Yeah. The pain of that, the frustration, the despair.
Despair, absolutely despair.
Yeah.
And it's that despair that was left behind is the magnet to now for all of these other earthbound spirits.
All right, so there's lots of grid work here. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. You know, that hoarder house, it's a major energetically. And then not even some. There's some that is just wide open, hollow.
Nothing.
So
I do not feel like there's really much I can do. There's so many, and they're just out there.
Okay. So I'm cleaning everything up. I'm even going to get to her closet, but that one area,
in the laundry room.
Thank you. Just a little more here. A little more. If you want some chandeliers, some whatever.
Yep.
Whatever extras, if you want to do those, that would be great.
I will do that.
And then we'll leave that laundry room though intact until we get the rest of the room.
Okay.
The rest of the apartment.
Okay.
Whew. They're getting a little panicked. We've got them all back into that laundry room.
So the masters of the 5 elements are here.
Okay. Perfect. Welcome.
So
yeah.
There is
another team that we work with. We work with them in all different capacities, whether it's healing, paranormal, just yeah. They're
there is balance. They have come in to help restore the balance.
That makes sense. Okay.
Of her place.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about her? Do you want to?
Oh, you want me to clear her?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Poochie.
And the little puppy.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh,
that's right. She was a girl pup.
Yes. Okay. I don't remember her name, but she is so cute. I'm going to start off with her actually.
Okay. And I'm going to finish. There's a lot to do in that So they're letting me, I'm going to go in where the actual washer dryer are, cleaning that up, reinforcing everything. And then they're all in that, they're all squished in that little, but they can get bigger or smaller. It's not like, so when I see squished,
right,
they're all kind of backing up and going in there.
Right.
Yeah. So,
but then they could at any given moment go,
yes, yes, all in one or separately.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Yes.
clearing that little puppy, all the energy went out, boop, out the end of her tail.
Oh, she's so cute. Okay. So I'm just going to take care of these little dudes unless you want to be a part of it.
Nope, go for it.
So they're just getting scooped up. There is a consciousness to them, and that consciousness comes from human activity. They were absolutely created through fear and despair. The abandonment even was part of it, and that could have been the abandonment from what was there prior. And then they had a host for a while. Through that connection, through that attachment, through that unhealed empathy, through all of that, they gained some consciousness, not full consciousness. They don't have brains like we have. They're not a full earthy, but there is some consciousness to them in the way that they are that like attracts like. I don't think we've talked about that for a long time. We used to talk about it all the time, but like attracts like. So they gained, I want to use the word wisdom, but wisdom's not quite right. It's consciousness through interacting with this other person that used to live there. So I think they were there first, and it was the attraction came. And that created this little more consciousness of these things.
That lands.
So they're all getting scooped up and taken away somewhere safe, somewhere they will just be dissolved into the light somewhere. And that's the way the healing would happen. That healing, I'm also being told, will help I'm getting female that lived there prior. It'll help release that energy, the bond between them and she, whoever she is. Okay. That will be released too. All right. And then there is light just pouring in. So anything else that wasn't cleared up will clear up. And my hand is really itchy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think it's some residue from that thing.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those things. So I'll have to do, it's sticky. So I'll have to do a nice clearing, certainly. I mean, we always clear ourselves, but that'll help.
Yeah. Yes,
so,
it will.
And we'll ask her about itching too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I had some face itching.
Yeah.
That could have partially been due to that. So there is a public space. So I'm just going to ask if we can bring in a tube of light for anybody that is wanting to absorb in.
Mm-hmm.
That is not stepping outside of our boundaries.
Our purview. Okay. Yes. And again, while she's doing this, again, we ask you all, we know there's some of you that watch us, to learn and then to go out and try this on your own. We just beg of you not to do that. Find a teacher who has been around a long time, who knows about this. The paranormal can really lull you into thinking that you know a lot, that along with our ego. So you get that and our ego together, and you might be fine 9 times clearing, and that 10th time you're going to get your ass really kicked.
Or it might be your first time.
Or it might be your first time too, yes. Yes. There is so much that we don't say here to try to really protect you all from going out and just willy-nilly trying stuff.
Yeah.
We know there's some of you that think that, and we don't know how much experience you have or whatever, but that's it. Yeah. Be careful. Don't go out and try this. Please don't. Find yourself. There are few real teachers out there for the paranormal, but they're out there. So anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got this all cleaned up.
I think so.
Yeah. We will talk to, hopefully, we're hoping that she'll want to be interviewed. We hope so.
Hoping.
We'll see. If not, we don't want to pressure you. We know you're watching this, but that would be really awesome if she were to come on. So
it would.
Thank you, and see you in just a minute with hopefully the client, but
the recap anyway.
Yep. See ya.
We're back.
Hey, we're back.
That was a great clearing.
Yes, it was. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Those sneaky little dust bunnies.
Dust bunnies.
Yes. There's no one else to call them.
No. I think that was a great word. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we, of course, reached out to the client. We did this clearing, 3 weeks ago?
I think so.
Maybe 4?
Yeah, it's been, there's been a little time lapse.
Yes. And she, you read the email.
Yep. She didn't want to be on camera, which we totally understand.
Yep.
And
absolutely.
She thanked us for the clearing, said she'd reach out if there were any questions. And thank goodness we haven't had to go back in. So we can only
no news is good news in this case.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Exactly right.
So we appreciate it so much that she allowed us to come in and do that. It was fun. It was productive. We sent some beautiful earthies home and got rid of the dust bunnies, did the thing with them, and just cleared it up. So it's great.
It was good.
Yes. So, I'm sort of stumbling over my words. It's like for some reason, but
if you have activity and you want us to be the ones to clear it out, please contact us. You can reach us through our website,
tcseverydayspsychics.com. And you can also learn about us if you want to know anything. There it is.
Yeah. Everything we offer.
Yeah.
Get on there.
Listen to our podcast. You can go from there as well.
Yes, you can.
So we thank you all so much for this journey, for writing it with us and enjoying our content.
Yes, we do. So, we thank our viewer for sending in her video and allowing us to do her clearing and to post it on here. The more clearings that we can post, the more people will feel safe in not only in letting us clear it, but in letting us post it, which just, gets more people in that safety feeling. So.
And a few weeks ago, we did a clearing for someone. And if you remember, it was the reversed vortex one.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
That was crazy.
I was speaking to her yesterday, the day before. I get all my days sort of mixed up. She was saying now she really didn't even know there was any activity in her home until the one day, and she went, ooh, I think there's something going on, right? So she really didn't know. She knew her son was afraid to go upstairs. But that could be anything. There wasn't anything big, huge happening in her home, right? We cleared it all away, got everything cleared over crossed over those earthies, did what we were supposed to do. She says the emotional impact that has had on her is huge. She feels happy. She did not realize how unhappy she felt all the time, how low her energy was.
Wow.
It's huge. And that's from
Beautiful.
having birthdays that she didn't even know were there. So, activity really affects us so much more than you know. It really,
that's just beautiful to hear.
Yeah. So again, if you know you have activity, you just think you do, you're not quite sure, contact us.
Yeah.
We'll let you know. Yeah, reach out. So, okay, and the sun's just coming in on my face, so I think that's a cue to Pam, stop.
Okay.
It's time to be.
Well, thank you again, everybody.
Yes.
We appreciate you all. Until next time.
Bye.